Before we go,
Yes, ma'am. That's what you say.
Salt Lake.
Okay. Do people really think that Meredith sent them to the beauty lab? Do people really think that Meredith had to tell the feds and the SWAT team and Homeland Security? Do people really
I
think?
hope not. But the bad part about it is that is light work, and Meredith is just buying into the fandom, and you need to stop that, ma'am. If Phaedra didn't call the feds about them bikes over at your house, Candy, because they watched the fucking show, I doubt Meredith disengaging Marks called the feds. You didn't know anything about her business. Only person who seemed to know was Heather, and she just thought it was unsavory, but not illegal. Yes. And I have so many questions about her saying that, but I'm gonna leave her alone. And these and Whitney Rose, who demonstrate how like the back shots homeboy used to give to her, super hot, and now it's like humping, like you sticking like one of those dicks that's suction cup on the wall and just
and you just
I was just like,
that is exactly what it was like.
Just like,
suctioned it to
girl,
a chair.
You so stupid. This is hilariously funny.
Hilarious.
She's like, it used to be this. I'm like, Whitney, please, this is a Wendy's. What are you doing?
And she went all when she sat up and got that. And then I think she said she looked back like, what was I thinking? Like to do that on.
She was just like, I just want sex all the time. I'm like, is he not home? I mean, is he? I'm sorry. So it's wake up. Like, what are you doing?
That's what I was gonna say. My question is, are you falling asleep and he's not waking you up like he used to or something?
Is he not tapping you on your shoulder in the morning at like 6:15?
Tap me on my shoulder, I'll roll over.
Why you not roll over? Because like she could roll over so quick. Okay, put it in, Daddy.
Right.
He looked
exactly.
Like Daddy, and that's kind of hot coming from Whitney. So this is my issue, and everybody who knows me in these clubhouse streets, you know that I have a special place in my heart for several people.
Okay.
Dr. Monica, Victoria, Les, Natalia, Amber. I'm calling y'all all by name. Y'all probably listening. Lakia, Dave Quinn. Y'all know that's my boo thing. Jim, Wendy. It's my blonde, my beautiful blonde lady, Wendy, who has amazing candles, and they smell fantastic. And they're Woodwick. I love a Woodwick candle, baby. I love a Woodwick. There's a lot of people I love that I enjoy. One of them happens to be a guy named Brandon. He is
Bishop Brandon.
If y'all listen to what else is going on, he has been on the show. Oh, don't worry, I'm going to find some time for Brandon because I was
going to say I know he's coming. Okay.
He's coming. I was like, I just got to get it's Stephanie getting her shit together. You guys. It's not Brandon. It's Stephanie. So let me just say this. Brandon, like me, we swim in Lake Nuancetonka. So when we discuss things, we are fair. We have our opinions, but we're open to being wrong, and we're open to respecting your opinion.
Okay.
So when he is discussing Brooks versus Jen Shaw, I need y'all to take your hate of Jen Shaw out of it. Mm-hmm. Jen Shaw has allegedly done some really bubble. She allegedly did something atrocious. She also liked some tweets about Brooks. Okay. Mm-hmm. She liked the response of someone else calling him a privileged white
Wink.
Yes. So here is the deal. And Brandon and I are of the same mind. So when it comes to certain things and people are saying that it may be homophobic or transphobic, if I don't necessarily see it that way at the time, it's like I'm going to listen to somebody who this is their lived experience, because I would hate for someone tell me something isn't racist against Black people and they're not Black and say, look, I was like, yeah. So the thing about it is, this is why when everybody's talking about Candace calling me a handsome and how that could look, I'm like, I don't agree, but I can understand why you would think that. Mm-hmm. I don't know if it has to deal with you not liking Candace, or you're looking at it like, why would you call a woman handsome? I've heard people, I've said men are beautiful. I've heard women being called handsome. But the thing about it is, when they said it, it wasn't shady when they said it. Right. So that's why I said it's open to, I hear you when you say
I
it.
hear you. Yeah.
Because when I've heard them say you have really handsome features, they weren't saying it shady.
Yeah.
Is Candace saying it shady?
Yeah. Probably. Yeah.
And that's fine because Mia fucking tried it. Okay.
Yes.
So yes. The thing about it is with Jen, there's a lot of talk about saying she outed Brooks on the show.
Mm-hmm.
And because when Meredith said it, I was like, oh, because I was like he
didn't she say he discussed his
sex? He discussed it, but she didn't sexuality. Put a name on it. And I was like, okay, I understand that. I didn't think that she had outed him because
I don't think she.
A lot of people were just like, I thought we all.
Yeah.
I thought we all knew this. Yep. It was a secret. No. So here's the thing. After season 1, designers were bigging him up as being a gay icon on Bravo. They were like applauding him. Ryan from the Netflix show Special, which is a good show, super funny. He wrote, directed it, and starred it. Wrote it and starred it. I don't think he directed. I'm just giving him titles, extra titles for some other reason. He said on Watch What Happens Live, it was just great as a gay guy. Like he bigged him up and said that Brooks was gay. And I said, so is it weird that he said that? Because I thought that Brooks did not ever say that he was gay.
He never said it last season.
But nobody came after Ryan for that. He wasn't saying it nastily or anything. Mm-hmm. He was just like applauding him for that, which is what a lot of other people did.
They sure did.
So now we're sitting here with Meredith saying, oh my God, and you did something so disgusting to my family. He was just saying he was uncomfortable and you were acting like he did something wrong. And this is what gives me pause. Because you're not actually owning how Brooks talked about Jen Shaw. He didn't come up to you and say, I need to talk about last night. So something happened last night and it just made me uncomfortable. That is not how you said it. You said it with a disdain of somebody who don't fucking like her. That is the difference. Yeah. And the bad part about it is you had no problem saying stuff about Jen Shaw. I'm pretty sure you like things that people said about Jen Shaw. But then all of a sudden, because now we know she allegedly did something bad, it's cute to come after Jen Shaw about this. And then what's the part, and I agree with Brand on this. I don't even fucking like her. And I'm sitting here like, wait a minute. Because I had a problem with the way that Brooks was talking about her last season. I'm like, I'm good on Brooks.
Yeah.
After that thing, I was like, I was
good on Brooks the first season, the first scene, but people were like, oh, Brooks. And I said,
exactly. I'm like,
here y'all go.
Don't like the, I didn't like the way that he was talking about what happened with Jen. Just lie to her and say, you need to spend time with us. Ugh, I don't want her in this house. That didn't sound like it's because she made me uncomfortable. It sounded like it was because you don't like her.
Right.
Which is a difference. I'm like, wait a minute. So the thing about this, and what I'm saying is this, I am not saying he shouldn't express to his mother that he is uncomfortable. Stephanie is not saying that at all, but I need y'all to be a little bit more fair. He said it in a really weird, nasty way that I've seen, not any ones that I like, white gay men talk about black non-white women.
Got it.
That's what it hit me. I was like, why are you saying that like that? It was like, the thing about it is, you said it like you don't like her and you've never liked her. Because I have a feeling if there was a badge slip, because it's not a nip slip, from Lisa, you wouldn't have did that.
Now, do you think Lisa, it would be because he's known her for 10 years?
And he actually likes her.
I
don't think he likes Jen Shaw.
I don't think so either. And but I do think, yeah. I was going to say, I see what you're saying. What I didn't like is it all before all this stuff came out with Jen was the Twitter things. And Jen, there was a comment that was like, you should slap that sissy, whatever.
Yeah.
She liked it. And she commented 100 or whatever. Now, here's my thing.
And like that's you said, too far.
And that's what I'm like. Yeah. You know that when you repost something, you're saying you agree with it, unless you repost it and say, really, this is blah, 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 blah. Outside of that, I looked at it like there was a woman who said something about little Corey went to high school with her son. She told me all her business and Corey works with the father and they're split up. She sees me at one of his graduation things and burns my ears up about how she needs my advice. She this, she that, child. She done left the dad, this, that, and the third.
Oh.
Some kind of way, I forget how it came up. She said something about little Corey. And she said he was a
what?
I'm just gonna say the word a bitch and something else. And then she blocked me. So I went to my WeGo account because this is not what we get ready to do. I let her know what time it was, told her I better never see her, and was ready to be on my way to the Target where I saw her last. Because what you're not gonna do.
Come on,
talk
Dr.
about
Wendy.
my son. I was livid. That is my son. That's my baby. I will hurt you over any of my kids.
Correct.
So that was her saying it to me. So that's different than her retweeting it, but I'm sure it would have evoked the same emotion. So I get where Meredith was coming from in her feelings. I wish Jen would have said, you know what? I didn't like the way he said what he said about my vagina. And I probably shouldn't have retweeted that and be done instead of justifying why she did it. I didn't post it. I just reposted it.
See, that's
come on,
thing.
Jen.
That will require a conversation of two adults.
That's true.
And two adults who are open to hearing your side.
But Meredith wants an apology, not a conversation.
Meredith's like, no, you're dead ass wrong, and you're dead ass wrong. I'm like, she's not totally right, but she's not totally wrong either.
Yeah.
It's like, it's the disdain that Brooks discussed. And also you need to, I'm like, own it that hurt her. I get it. You don't like Jen. And now it's like, well, she did worse. I'm like, see, that's the thing. He drew first blood and you don't want her to say that. And it's like, no, you two can have a conversation.
Yeah. And you two, not involving Brooks.
It can't. We're not involving Brooks. And then it becomes, because I got it too. I'm like, I'm 40. You can't badmouth me in front of my mama.
Exactly.
And I'm 40. So I got it. It's like, no. I can understand where this is coming from. But it's like, for Meredith, it's a hard line of no, you going after my kid. Fuck that. It's like your kid.
Exactly.
Needed your kid started this. She didn't come after him for no reason. It's like, so that's the thing. It's like, y'all both got skin in this. You need to have a conversation. But Meredith, if you're sitting here going, only Jen is wrong, then it's never going to work. It's never going to get fixed. Period. So if you're going to do this thing with Brooks, I'm like, Brooks was a full-fledged friend of out the gate. Nobody else's kid did that. Not even the Manzo children.
And now when it's
not Victoria's children, not Teresa's children. They were babies at the time. Yeah. But Victoria was a whole 18, 19-year-old girl. So the thing about it is like, we got to protect Brooks and she is wrong. What she did is disgusting. And she told everybody she was gay. How, when everybody just assumed that he was.
They did the exact.
And it was like, wait a minute. It wasn't like she was talking about somebody that everybody didn't assume he was. Y'all all made, I'm not going to say y'all, we all made the assumption. And I'm fine with him not saying, I don't know what I am. I'm not putting a name on it. Right. Because here's the other part that kind of got me. That same night, she's like, this is horrible. And then cue the commercial, her talking about Dear Evan Hansen. What are y'all doing? It's like, wait a minute.
When I saw that, I was like, wow, that is, when I saw that, Stephanie, I was like, wow, that's okay.
It's like, wait a minute. So the thing about it is, you're doing something, we got to protect Brooks. Ashley Loretta physically assaulted Danielle Staub. She pulled her hair. She was 19.
Out of her scalp.
That is assault. And y'all like, no, she's a child. She's 19 years old.
Yeah.
She should have stayed in her fucking place.
Period. Yep.
That's on period. Don't put your fucking hands on nobody. Right. You can cuss her out all you want because it's like, you mad because that's your mama. I get it. Put your hands on her.
And you decide to go with I was gonna say, you decide you better
back this the fuck down. Yep. Did you see any of Caroline's children cussing Teresa out?
Right.
And they were adults in their 20s. You did not see Lauren cussing Teresa out. It's like, this is my mama's fight, and that's that. It's like, one, stop doing this.
Yeah.
One, when Brielle was joining in with her mama, calling her a moose, And she
Yeah.
was under 18 when she was doing this. Gia used to toss cash money shit about Melissa.
I was thinking about that I was
All of a
like,
sudden she act like she ain't never said, like, oh my God, this is terrible. I'm like, but yet you had no problem talking about
I
your
was
fucking aunt.
I was thinking about that, but the whole Brooks thing. And then, well, wait a minute. People are saying Brooks is an adult. Well, Gia was filming just as much also, but yet they had an issue because of Jackie and her using Gia. And the
thing about it is, even when I think, it makes me think the whole Teresa and Jackie thing. I was like, you know what's really interesting? I'm like, good, bad, or indifferent, you cannot say shit about somebody's kid. So even though I'm like, Jackie, I knew what you were trying to do.
Yes,
you did not frame it as an analogy, madam. So you can stop that. That's not how you framed it. It's like, you didn't say, well, what if I said that? No, you said, Gia does coke in the bathroom. That's not showing an analogy. I knew you were doing an analogy. I knew
exactly.
It's like, I don't give a damn if Teresa is a terrible mother. There's no way you can say that to her and she ain't going to tear the fur off your ass. Mm-hmm. It's like, I understood it. So I understand Meredith being protective, but she's not being objective about this. It's kind of like, one, your son came after her first. And she was mad. And the thing about her, Jen's temperamental ass, she should have backed the fuck down. And the bad part about it is, you know what also made me think about? Billy Lee.
Oh, yeah.
Billy Lee felt slighted by that whole crew, except for Sheena, Justice for Shishu. And so she was liking and retweeting people who were saying that Katie was transphobic. And she felt justified saying, how dare you say this about me? She's like, that's how I felt. And also, she's like, I didn't say it. That's what other people said, but you liked it. And it became like, that's right. Oh, Billy, don't make us feel bad.
And it should have been individual, because I see both sides of that too. Like, okay, correct. You do know, again, retweeting and liking, you're agreeing with it. It means
that you kind of agree with it. I'm just saying.
Like, I taught my kids that. I'm going to tell y'all again. I used to tell them all the time on Facebook, anything you retweet, unless you're putting a disclaimer,
right,
you agree with it.
That means you're somewhat agreeing with this. And that is an issue.
But it was interesting, though.
Thanks so much.
When Heather was talking to Jen, how Jen even then couldn't own. It's like,
you're not owning your part.
You don't see that your issue is social media a little bit.
What's her husband's name?
Oh my God, Coach Shaw.
Yeah, it's like, Coach. Look, what's his? I don't know this man, but her son,
Sharif,
little Sharif. So you mean to tell me somebody say something about little Sharif and you just gonna let that shit slide, Jen? I know you fucking lying.
Even if he started it, because you're a mom, you would have a conversation.
Mother, you know what you would do. So you should understand. Like, you need to understand Meredith's position, but Meredith got to understand Jen's shoe.
Yeah,
she just needs to apologize for liking those tweets. She said, "I did it because I felt hurt by what your son did."
Yes.
Don't add the thing about Meredith. Like, well, he was just saying, no, it's not cute and it's not okay
to say he was just saying. Yep, absolutely.
It's like, that's all you have to say. It's like understanding what your son made her feel away.
Yeah,
because when he said it, I felt away. It's like
almost like vaginas were disgusting.
Mostly Jen Shaw's. It seemed like he just didn't like her, and it didn't read the way you think it does. It's like, he just felt uncomfortable. I'm like, yeah.
It was a little more than that.
We're not saying that he's not. It's just
it was just different, right? It was just different.
Mm-hmm. What I can't believe I have to say this. I just coughed because my throat is dry, y'all. It's not COVID.
Oh. Right.
See, it's like you call, girl, I got allergies. I'm also vaxxed. That don't mean anything.
Look, I was like, I got a tickle in my throat on the plane. Child almost blew my brains out trying not to cough.
Like, yes. Let me not cough. I'm like, yes. But especially if you got a mask on, it's like, I should be able to cough in a mask because
I said I was going to keep a bottle of water. Like when me and Corey had went to the car dealership last year or the year before.
Uh-huh.
No, it had to be last year with the mask. And I purposely got a bottle of water because I had this tickle in my throat that I couldn't get rid of. And I said, anytime I felt like coughing, I was going to take a sip and act like it was the water, just so people wouldn't think, like people would think the water went down wrong. So I could be like, but versus I said, because I can't just cough because they're gonna think something.
They don't think something's wrong with me.
Let me ask you this.
Mhm.
What did you think? And I think I already know the answer.
Oh no.
Okay. I'm a little bit past, but that's fine. Sky called me, but she said she's okay. You know, she's driving my car until we find one that she likes.
Oh, okay.
And I have Corey's car. Jen talking to Heather and bringing up her being left out and tying it back to race. I was so annoyed because while you may have felt all of those feelings growing up, I do not take that away from you.
Mm-hmm.
What is happening in this group is because of your actions. Why are you laughing?
You're asking my Jen's feelings or Heather's feelings? Because I had two different feelings about both of them.
I want both.
So for Jen?
Yeah. I think I know what you're going to say about Heather too. Go ahead.
So Jen, you don't get to call me a sea mammal, honey boo boo, and racist and say it's because I felt left out.
And remember what Heather didn't bring up,
mm-hmm.
and it might have been filmed already, was those videos that were released of Jen and her assistant calling her a transvestite.
Mm-hmm. You don't get to do all of that and then say, oh, it's because I felt left out as a child.
Because I was brown.
Let me tell you something. I'd have took off my shoe and smacked her across the face. But again, I would have been the person after we're in Vegas and you slap something out of my hand and I see you the next morning, I would have been a friend of, let me say this to you. I am your friend and I'm going to warn you. You ever in your Tongan life slap something out of my hand, I will beat the shit out of you. Don't you ever in your life do that again. Okay? Don't ever put your hands on me. Don't slap nothing out of my hand. That is on period. Have a good day. I'll see you back in Salt Lake. Okay? But that is different. Oh my God. It's like, It's like, you don't get to do that to me. It's like, Jen, nobody's negating the trauma that you have. We are talking about what you did to Heather.
Right.
Heather, grow the fuck up and call out your fucking friend. You backed down as soon as you saw those tears. Heather.
Are you breaking up with me?
What? Girl, you should be breaking up with her. I need you to stop, in the words of Tom Sandoval, being a battered woman in this relationship with Jen. It's like, Jen, I'm sorry. I'd be like, why are you crying? It's like, excuse me, I should be crying because you hurt me. I was in your fucking corner and you came after me. You came after me.
And the gaslighting.
You are sitting here crying. Are you actually my friend? See, I need Heather to step her pussy up. Step your pussy up. Say that to her fucking face. Don't be milquetoast in her face.
Yeah.
And especially because y'all not really close and y'all not in a good space. You can put those boundaries down. Don't you ever in your life do that. You hurt me. So why are you sitting here? And then you turned around and said, oh, it's okay. No, the fuck it's not, Heather. Heather.
And you're calling me because you're only filming with Lisa. And at this point, Jenny, because nobody else. So you got
Whitney filming with you. Mary is out of her closet and
don't want nothing to do with you.
Talking
really
shit about her family that you keep hiring to do shit around your house. He is terrible. Then you should get on the internet and find somebody else.
Right. It's like, is he terrible or is he slow?
He's the worst.
Two different things.
It's like, he's so terrible. He's so slow. What the fuck are you? Oh wait, are you paying him?
Bingo.
Or is he doing it because you are co-pastor of that church?
Bingo.
It's like, wait a minute. If he's so terrible, girl, I would never do nothing in your house after seeing it.
That green stuff looked like the church.
I was like,
didn't it look like something you would see in a church?
Child. And then it was just like, I'm about to tell Jesus on you.
Exactly.
Forget it. If you come up to me, I'm gonna tell Jesus on you. I'm gonna tell Jesus on you.
On you.
Better
And
yet,
what you
I'm gonna
say.
call him before you call him.
Yeah. Call him. I got him on the back line because
Hello.
the main line is tied up.
Excuse me. I'm in the back channel with Jesus because you need to know. I'm sorry.
Okay, so what do you think about
fools?
I promise this is the last thing. I keep pushing it.
Go.
I do not like Lisa's role in all this. And I feel like it's for self-gain. It's not because she truly cares about Jen. Because look how upset she was last season. I'm not okay.
Bad weather.
Someone talking about
I was like, I don't understand what you're saying, Lisa. You've been, I love it, and peeling stuff off walls and drinking tequila all season. Then you came in, first the fucking all, Heather. What the hell is going on here? What is this?
At their lunch, Heather said, "I've got to apologize to Lisa." You heard her say that, but you were so upset that Jen was running Meredith's business about this dude through the street. Now, all of a sudden, you get to the reunion. Jen displays that same aggressive, because we're not taking that word out of the dictionary. Be clear, just use it appropriately. Jen's behavior was aggressive. And you want to stand up and say, everybody abandoned Jen Shah. That is weird to me. When you saw what she was doing with your friend, and you were more upset than Meredith was about it last year. Now, all of a sudden, you want to broker peace and equate you and Heather, which, by the way, Lisa, you did say, I don't remember her, but she was a good time girl.
See, yeah. Hey, hi, Potomac fans. Lisa actually called Heather loose.
Boom. So y'all
can't see this video. It's like,
yep. So now here you are introducing her to Jen's replacement, Jenny. Because Jenny,
Jen's replacement.
There's a Instagram account that posted pictures of Jenny well before the Jen Shah alleged criminal activity came up. And then in their comments tagged her and was like, be careful of Jen. This is Jen's replacement. And they showed them filming with her. And this is before, it was before the Jen Shah arrest, but after all of those videos and voice notes leaked of Jen screaming and hollering. So I do think that they were trying to phase Jen out. So I don't like Lisa's position in all this. We've been friends for over 10 years. And you're trying to equate, and then you're going to come to my Shabbat and say, Meredith, we're good. We're good. And I ain't buying that you and Jenny that close to friends and y'all bumped bellies when y'all was pregnant and your son didn't know her story about coming over in a boat. Oh, you just had to think of a way for her to tell it on the screen. Okay. Okay, I'm done.
She probably didn't ask about that fucking boat. So... Can I just tell you?
I wish y'all could see Stephanie's face.
Can I tell you my theory as to why she's doing this?
Please tell me.
Is because Meredith confided in Jen about her marriage problems. And Lisa. Yeah, I peeped how she was reacting.
She was mad. Yes.
It was you didn't want to say
that
it.
That is good.
You felt some sort of way about the fact that Jen knew this about Meredith and you did.
Because she said, my best friend of 10 years.
10 years. She your best friend and she ain't come to you. And the thing is, Meredith gives this it's flimsy to a certain extent, excuse as to why she went to Jen and not Lisa. There's no way in hell if me or you are best friends, you want to see me go to... Who would I say? Because I like everybody. So it's like, I can't, let me see. I'm going to go to
Heather McDonald.
I don't know. See, there you go. That's like me going to Corey's barber and talking to him about my relationship problems. And you're like, wait a minute, why are you talking to Corey's barber? I don't know Corey's barber's name. I don't know if Corey's barber is single. I don't even know what his barber looks like.
He's not, because it's him. You can't find him.
Well, I'm
Corey used to be a barber and he can't find one up here.
Wait, hold on.
16, 17 years.
Wait, he's probably rolling his eyes again. Like, Why am I in this again?
How I get in this?
Now, how am I getting in this?
Right.
So let hypothetically Corey's barber. The Ren 1010. I don't know. But that's like me going to them to talk about that and not you. It's like, I would feel some sort of way. I'm like, what, you don't trust me? You didn't feel like that's gonna, like, it's not really anger. It's more of like, that's interesting. But now somebody that your kids don't seemingly like, but you telling them about your marriage issues, or better yet, you thought that Lisa was going to try to talk you out of something.
Right. Because
she's too close to you. It's like, but the thing is, you don't think Lisa don't know that? It's like, so it's kind of, it don't make sense. This whole thing is like, I'm trying to be neutral. Why? So the thing about it is like, Lisa, you need to understand Meredith's point of, this is my kid and I'm going to fight for my kid.
And you've known him for over 10 years. Like,
hello, you've known him for over 10 years. But also, Meredith, you need to understand why you need to back down some, because your son was being an asshole about what happened. Because now people are coming up, he didn't see anything. But how do you try to get rid of somebody that you don't like?
Right.
That's how you get rid of somebody. And it's easy because folks don't like Jen. I don't like her either. So it's like,
right.
So
like, exactly.
And that's the thing. So shout out to Brandon, because I'm like, the thing about, it's hard to be like, let me be nuanced about this. It gets
put
draining.
My feelings aside.
And like, I got to put my feelings aside. I don't really particularly like her on the show, but it's like, she ain't totally wrong. She wrong to like the really
and her actions.
Stuff.
The
gutter stuff that was said about Brooks by other people, by the way. Her actually touching in the gram by retweeting or liking, she's dead ass wrong for that. So I was like, that's the thing. Nobody is negating that part.
Yeah.
But baby, please understand, your kid has a role in this.
Yeah.
He does.
Yeah.
Because that didn't have to be on the show. He lives there. Like, that didn't have to be part of the storyline. Like, I don't understand. He's there all the time. He's now in New York in college. He could shoot you an email. Like, I don't understand this. I'm sorry, I'm being so shady right now. It's like, I don't understand. It's like, he's there all the time.
God, you said he could.
Cameras go down at a certain time. You could talk about this. But the thing about it, if you look at I'm like, it does not read, but again, you know him better than we do. It did not read as a conversation of, she did something that made me uncomfortable. It read as, I don't fucking like her. Get rid of her.
Yeah. And you need to spend time with your kids.
Because I think you would have been more forgiving if this was Lisa.
Yeah.
But I don't think Lisa would have did that, but that's neither here nor there. But if she did, you would have been a little bit more forgiving on that. That's a little bit more easy on her.
Yeah.
But again, that's not how you're working.
I can't wait till the rest of the season to play out, to see all of this. And then to watch her switch her target to Mary.
Right. It was just like, child, what the hell? So the thing about it is like, Meredith, stop feeding into the fandom, joking about calling the feds.
I don't like. I didn't like that.
That made me uncomfortable. I'm like, that's not cute. They're like, I mean, don't mess with my family, Andy. Bitch, what?
Right. I was gonna say, you did not.
Then that means you need to come after the people. There's a lot of people who are like, that shit is not cute.
Yeah.
Yep. Again, there was a time when people liked Jen at the time, so they were saying a whole bunch of Cash Money shit. I'm just saying.
Yes, yeah.
We didn't get off. We didn't check out of the Shah Chalet until the end of the season. So there's that. Girl. Anyway.
Oh my gosh. Yes, so, I can't wait. Beverly Hills tonight, Salt Lake City.
Yeah, girl. Mm-hmm. It's on Sundays. Draining, honey. Draining.
Make sure you drive back to it.
You know what? Get off my nerves. Okay, so y'all, we were supposed to talk about other stuff. We didn't, because that's what happened.
That's okay. I'll be back, and then she'll be on mine, so it doesn't matter.
Right? It's like we just gonna talk.
Look,
about
we'll get around to it.
We get around to it because Cookie coming back too. Because I'm like, there's a lot we need to unpack.
Yes,
like Jennifer Huff, which. I was saying, I don't know why I was saying her name and thinking of Julianne Huff, the dancer. I was like, why are we talking about the dancer from? Oh, wait, her name's Julianne, not Jennifer.
Julie, yep. I was going to say, because when you said it, I immediately thought of Julianne. Then I was like, no,
exactly.
That's
I was like, because I didn't know her full
Yeah.
name, so that was the problem. So that's why I was like, my brain is super weird. Yeah, we're supposed to talk all the stuff, but I will mention this.
Okay.
So the Haitian migrants that are being literally whipped. We have video and photo of our border patrol whipping Haitian migrants who are trying to go to a better life. And we are seeing this, and then people are like, it looks like slavery. Please stop telling us to just go, well, stop trying to ignore it. This shit is fucked up. And I'm sorry. It's like, the thing about it is, everybody's like, see, y'all shouldn't have voted for Biden. See, you really think that the person that he was up against would not have made this worse?
Would not have. We saw what he did to at the border. You know what I mean? At the border.
Excuse me. We had a Muslim ban that he didn't want to say it was a Muslim ban, but like, you know what? You're right. You should have said Middle Eastern, because every Middle Eastern person is not Muslim. So there's that.
Like the fact that people are acting as if, like,
and they're like, see, that's what happens when you do the lesser of two evils. Hey, we're Black. Everybody is the lesser of two evils.
Girl.
Who doesn't want less evil? Like, I don't understand this. I'm like, I'm sorry, I don't want more evil.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry, you're acting like this was a fair choice.
Yeah, it was not.
I don't, and it's like, the thing about it is like, see, I'm gonna say Black women. I know Black men gonna come here like, what about us? Girl, shut up. Black women are the most pragmatic voting bloc. We are voting as if the plane is going down and I gotta put the mask on my face.
Right.
I could still be busted up because the plane crashing, bitch. I could get a concussion. I could have a bruise, a bloody nose, broken bone, but I'm alive. That is how I think about voting to a certain extent.
That we are trying to save.
We're trying to save ourselves, because quiet as a kept. I'm like, I'm not going to say don't vote. Because here's the thing. If your vote wasn't important, why are they always trying to talk you out of doing it?
Yes. Why are you?
If your soul means nothing, why does the devil want it? Because it does mean something. Our voting voice is powerful.
Yep.
We've overturned a few states, but that's neither here nor there. I need Biden to do something. Apparently, the vice president is coming to the View. Sonny gonna roast her ass, and I'm gonna be fine with it. It's gonna be fine, because you need to do something. The bad part about it is, this didn't start 4 years ago with them on horses whipping people. It probably didn't start 12 years ago when Obama got in office. Baby, please don't think that this is new.
Right.
We have a very fucked up way of dealing with other people that are not white or sitting in these borders. Do you think you would actually see this at the Canadian border? Hey, by the way, it's a Canadian border. Guys, that you need a passport to drive into Canada now.
Yep. Absolutely not.
Drive. It didn't used to be that way. You could just drive in before. Now it's like, bitch, where your passport? The hell? One, this is gross and this is disgusting. And my heart is going out to everybody who is Haitian American and seeing this, and they're just broken, because there's a lot of shit that's happened. I think, was it an earthquake?
A lot.
One of the things is an earthquake. Wasn't it a hurricane?
It's almost like I don't know.
It's saw a lot of attack, and you see people literally, they're walking across, carrying their stuff on their head.
I saw a baby and it was
Mexico.
Crying. Yeah. A father was holding a baby and the baby was crying. I was like, oh my gosh.
It's like, this is a lot of hurt, and the lack of sympathy and empathy, because these folks are brown, is putting sugar in my grits.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm sorry. So don't put sugar in here. I'm sorry. Okay. That's not what this is about. See, you know what? Some people do verse grits. They do butter and salt and cheese and also sugar on occasion.
Right.
They have verse grits. I'm like, okay. I'm kidding. Put sugar in your grits. I'm just saying grits are savory, but that don't mean don't eat them the way the fuck you want. Because I'm sorry, I will not die if you put sugar in your grits. Great. I will make fun of you, but I will not die.
And it is disgusting, but
excuse me. I now have a hankering for cream of wheat. Where sugar goes in, okay?
Right, and milk and all. Yep.
Cream of wheat is not savory.
Exactly.
But please, if there are organizations that are helping with Haitian migrants, please reach out to them. Please do not turn a deaf eye to this. Please do as much as you want to share on social to an extent. Because for me, I'm like, I can't share these photos of just suffering. But uplift and amplify the voices who are like trying to combat this. Dig in your and your local government, dig in their ass, especially if you in Texas.
Yeah.
Because that's your part of the border. Yeah. That's Texas, that's Border Patrol. That's federal, and I get it. So that means tap Uncle Joe and say, you need to do something about this.
Yeah.
Because one, this ain't brand new.
Right. It's not.
This ain't brand new. And it's like the thing about the lack of disdain for Haitian migrants. And then it makes me think about Notre Dame, when that bitch was on fire and you saw millions of people go, oh my God, this is terrible. We got to give millions of dollars. And they did.
And they did. They sure did. Yes, they did.
And they did.
Not to the Black churches that were.
Can't even do it locally. A person had a suicide bomber at a soccer game. Hearts all over the place. And the thing about when we point these things out, we're not saying don't do these things.
Right.
We're just saying we're noticing that if we're pointing this out, we're not saying no, don't do this. We're just saying we're noticing the hypocrisy.
Right. Right. Yep.
So if you can pour out your heart for people, like a building burnt to the burnt up and stuff lost, no people in there, by the way. It's like you can do something about hate. You can say something about hate. You can uplift and amplify people who are like, I do this work all the time.
Right.
Uplift them. It's like, I'm not going to do this. It's like, that is just heartbreaking and cruel. And Black Americans are also getting triggered because it's like, girl, imagine if this was black and white. Y'all would say this is so long ago.
Right. Exactly. Yes. Yes. I agree.
Baby. It's like when we call about the diaspora, which is blackness, and every non-white folks, they have diaspora too.
Yeah.
Okay. We have a big diaspora about a lot of shit. We touch and agree because there's a lot of trauma in our DNA and in our blood. There's no possible way. It's like we inherit the privileges of being in a better place, but baby, it took trauma from our ancestors
to get there. Yep.
It wasn't just given like, oh, okay, it just got better over time. Oh no, baby, somebody had to bleed. Somebody had to die. Somebody had to lose something for us to be on this platform
where we are right now.
And we can talk about this and not break down in tears. But please know there's somebody breaking down in tears right now because of this. Yeah. Because that could be somebody's family. It's like that could be somebody's aunt, their uncle, their mom, their daddy, their child.
Yes.
Because it's stuff like that devastates an island because it happened in Puerto Rico too.
Yes,
they didn't have power for months.
Yep.
It's like, imagine that. You don't like people like when we have hurricanes here, people don't have power for weeks or days. Right. And it's like that is devastating. Imagine not having it for months. And you're on an island and you can't go nowhere.
It's
So please, if you know people who are doing this work, wait a minute, where he at? I know he is.
No, that's my daughter. I'm trying to send her to the store so I can get to cooking. I'm like,
come on, get to
go to the store.
I know she don't live that far. I could just go give me a plate. Let me put my stuff.
You could. You actually could. You actually.
I'm just kidding. I'm gonna be.
Listen, you actually could.
But so this has been the 4th birthday of Mocha Minutes. And I enjoy talking to my
too.
I enjoy every minute. I appreciate you taking this time. I am just overwhelmed because it's the 4th. This is literally 4th anniversary is coming out. And I'm just like, I've been doing this for 4 years.
Yep.
I really have. I was like, wow. It's like, I can't believe this. I'm just like, how did I get here? How did I get here? I'm like, I don't know. But I'm so glad to be on the journey with some amazing people, including you.
Thank you.
And my podcast cousins, I got so many.
I know.
It's like, it's a big family and I love it. It's like I have like on my paternal side, it's my folks,
right.
On my maternal side of my cousins. I'm like, oh my gosh, because I gotta shout them out.
Right.
Because we can't end on migrant migrant people just being treated cruelly because they brown. Like, baby, we know what the fuck you doing, because there's no way in hell this happening in the Canadian border. Y'all would rather walk on your face than do this to white people.
Yes, 100%. Yes.
They migrate too, bitch. Oh, I'm sorry. So I gotta shout out as many of my babies as possible. So I'm gonna shout y'all all out. So of course I gotta talk about my babies: Taria, Kendrick, Obi, Monty, Raven,
hey boos,
Kaya, Aaron.
Yes.
I'm sorry. I love it. Seriously, I want to know, sidebar. I bought Pockies at Walmart and it made me think about Simu Liu from Shang-Chi. And I'm sitting here like, seriously, are you coming to my house? Because I bought these. I'm trying to lure him to my house to do naughty things. Okay. So anyway, so my girl D, that's my baby. But my girl Charlie, she is coming back with Word to the Mother. We can be talking about more music. Okay. I cannot wait. Love it. I know 3 guys named Brandon who podcast.
Yes, you do.
Brandon from Say Something Nice. Brandon from Why So Serious. Hey, Michael. Hey, Devin. Brandon from Where's My 40 Acres. His baby is so cute. Their baby is so cute. And Brandon is so damn funny. My girl, of course, Cook. My girls, my favorite wine host. Y'all better not call them no hoes. D and So. Absolutely love it. I'm sorry. Don't call my girls no hoes. I'm telling you, I beat your ass. Okay. This is my boo. We don't always agree, but I enjoy him because he's Australian. And that is Jacques from Unpopular. I'm sorry. Yes. I'll be like, what the fuck you talking about? Don't do that.
A lot of us do.
I'm just saying. I'd be like, oh, damn it. So my girls from Family Karma, Indra and Deanna, it's like that's the best Family Karma podcast. They're good. Yes. They got Dr. Monica Shaw on there. They got Rishi on there. I said, damn. And they got my boy from Top Chef on there. I said, y'all be getting the good people. Okay? Right. Cannot not talk about my podcast cousins, which are Monty, Rashani. I mentioned Brandon already. I'll mention him again. Yes. Michael, Old Man Wade, Blur, OG Blurred Vision, aka Mario Van Peebles. I'm sorry. That's my Pretty Ricky. Pretty Ricky, what they call him. What they call him. It's the pat. It's the curl pattern boo. You know, I love it. I love it when I do it. I'm sorry. I just love picking with him. To my ratchet aunties and uncles, y'all, we are going to get our shit together and come back. But Ricky, Asa, and Jay, those are my babies. I really do. I got to talk about my look. I'm like the DMV cousins to the dolls, but the DMV dolls. So it is Chelsea, Amanda, Mandy. I want to know what happened with Mr. Man.
Oh yeah,
at the winery. I'm like, you should have like clapped them chicks by now. I need to know, girl. My girl Monty,
she's gonna find that funny. That's funny.
She'd be like, "Oh no, Stephanie." I'm like, "No,
I want to know too. I want to ask her too. Like, did you call him?
Need to know. Yeah. Also, gosh. Also, my booze and Know That, aka my favorite thigh meat, Steph Quinn, and Donnie and Anthony. I was like, I met Anthony. I feel like left out. Like, how dare I not have met
Anthony? Yes. Yep.
I'm like, nope.
He's sweet.
Gotta talk about my babies over at Marsha's Plate. That's Diamond, Mia, and Z. Y'all should know. I'm just saying, I be quoting Diamond so much, but if y'all not listening to Marsha's Plate, y'all missing out. If y'all not listening to box number 512, which is with the Lioness and Aeon, y'all are missing out. Get your shit together. Listen to them, please. Please also listen to, I'm just looking through my things. The Captain from the Captain's Couch, I love him. Definitely Flawless Noises Media. Y'all need to get into the fact that the sheer shenanigans with Candace, with the country carburetor, aka Jeremy. Get into my girl Bree. It's like you need to Flawless Noise. That is a network that y'all need to listen to. Love Curtis forever. Trilificent forever. Hashtag Trilificent forever. It is always going to be forever. My girl Black Radical Queer. Please get into that. My 2 woke girls. I need them back. Tiwa, Queen and Jay. Queen and Jay. Do not call them ladies. They are not ladies. They are womanist race nerds. Okay, they're not ladies. Okay, don't do it. Okay, don't do it. My Uncle Span, Mr. Span, you got to get into him. I heart him so much, and that is a dude. If you listen to a man growing from growth, look at his first few episodes until where he is now. It's a totally different Span that you hear.
Wow.
Okay. And he's like, I don't take this episode down because I need y'all to see how I've grown.
Oh, okay.
It's like, I love, like, that's what you have to do. Don't be like, oh, I'm gonna act like I ain't do it. No.
Right.
It's okay. It's okay if you show your growth, because that actually shows when people say, no, he has changed, because he's actually changed.
Right.
Baby. My boys at Medium Popcorn, Mr. Cole from Cole Sports. I need that back. I'm just saying, I'll be missing y'all. Okay. My girls at Gangplank, Adrian Gang, and Jen, that's one of my faves. Y'all need to like listen to them. And of course, and Victoria from Reality Reading Rainbow. Okay.
Yes.
We're going to get our shit together. Okay. I just want to let y'all know. And I did mention Kay and Aaron for Bravo While Back. Kendrick.
Yes.
Reality and Comics True. Too. I missed the old name. I'm like, I need y'all. Y'all should have got y'all shit together.
Right.
And get the name right. But now I don't get to say it. And it's like, okay. But I think that everybody, of course, what else is going on? And the Patreon. I need y'all to get it. My Oh No Bravo, my boo thing. Of course, Cook and Highly Inappropriate. I listen to way too many podcasts. That's why I'm like, if I forget somebody, please know it's
right.
conjured to my heart and not
that's
my
me.
head. Because I'm just like, girl, it's so much I do. I did Rashani, like he got way too many. But also my girl Shantae Fabulous. Heart you, and I gotta shout out people who have literally been holding me down.
Yeah,
and they'd be like, "Oh, I gotta shout out my Peanut Man. That's my baby. Shout him out for real. Oh, the Rainbow girl. I see you, my crowned one, baby. Y'all gonna make me cry, but I appreciate everybody.
We love you.
Keeps me going on this show, who listens, who supports, who talks about me on Clubhouse rooms. Like, y'all need to be listening to our show. Shout out to Robin. She's like, you need to listen to Stephanie's podcast. I'm like, oh, okay. It's black shit. Y'all, like, look, I'm gonna be like digging in y'all faves ass. Good to hell luck, everybody. But I appreciate everybody. Oh, I'm sorry. I was having a very tough week this week, and Dr. Monica, even though and guys, I'm not spilling something, it's on her. And so she is recovering from COVID, and she's still checking on me. And she's like, oh, girl, it's just my birthday. Her birthday, she also
had a birthday. Yeah.
She had a birthday. So shout out to Dr. Monica, to Victoria. It is just amazing to have people who are like, girl, no, seriously, talk to me. Yeah. Brandon, talk to me. Talia, talk to me. Amber's like, what's going on? Look here, what's going on? It's like, that means a whole lot
to you.
To everybody who be like laughing at me in these Clubhouse streets. I'm like, look, y'all, don't judge me, okay? Sometimes I'll be a little bit drunk and I'll be just saying stuff, but sometimes like I gotta dig in people's ass. I'm just saying. But I just appreciate all of you listening to this podcast. Thank you for supporting me. I definitely am having some stuff coming down the pipeline.
Yes.
And this is a very long episode, and I might just put it all together because that's just how I'm feeling right now.
Exactly. Well, I appreciate you having me.
I love you.
I love you.
Talk
like a love song, baby.
I love you like a sister.
Lilastic. Love you like a sister.
I know. I was like, I can't do it as well as Ono Bravo, y'all. I'm sorry, but yes, I love you like a love song.
How does she? Yeah, she goes, "Love you like a sister." Yeah, and
right. It's like it's so cute when she does it. I'm like, I can't do it, you guys.
It's like her Patreon. She goes, she introduces her co-host, and I love it because it's always the same. It's hi Sam. Like it's just something comforting about her being the same. I love it. Like
right. So, guys,
we love you.
Oh my gosh, 5 years next year. I cannot believe this. But thank you so much for being here, Taria. Thank you so much for us literally not talking about anything except for Bravo. But I could do this all day long. So there's that. And you do. Guys, subscribe to her Patreon. Buy her a coffee. Buy me a coffee. Buy some coffee.
Buy us both the coffee. Yes, please.
Send me some coffee. Look at my Amazon wish list. Yes, I do have one.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I need this. Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah.
I promise to keep it nice.
Okay.
It's not dirty stuff.
Okay.
And yeah, guys, this has been a Mocha Men's podcast. Please. Oh, and he's going to lose his shit when I do this. And it's fine because I'm going to tell him I'm doing it. Dave Quinn has a book coming out October 19th. You can pre-order it on Amazon right now. Please look for Dave Quinn's book. Hold, please. I'll give you the title. Because Dave Quinn is just a doll baby.
Yes.
And he is a hardworking man. And he runs a clubhouse club that can be contentious because it's about Bravo. So the name of his book is Not All Diamonds and Rosé. It comes out October 19th. Please pre-order it on Amazon. I hope to have Dave here soon because we are going to be organizing a podcast book tour for Mr. Dave Quinn, and he is going to come to the opening of an envelope. Okay, I'm just letting you know, Taria.
Okay,
we're doing a book tour. I got to get together with Victoria because this is her area. She does the books.
Okay.
He does the books. And so we have to get this together. So don't worry. We're tapping everybody. Then I'm like, you got to be on your show.
Okay. Okay.
But guys, this has been a Mocha Minutes podcast. Thank you for 4 years. Thank you for listening. And I will be back next week. Bye.